Taulia, you've had a chance to check out the film from this past Saturday, the previous game as well, and without giving away state secrets, what do you feel what do you feel has been slipping through the cracks? Where do you feel you need to work on for this final month of the season ahead of us?
Yes, sir. I think really everyone, it's just the little details in the play. For me, it's processing, my progressions and stuff like that, pre-snap and post-snap, and most importantly, taking care of the football, just being on the same page with everyone. And we had these past 2 games, we had two-minute drives, and we just, as an offense, we just didn't come through. And it's a collective thing, and it really starts from the quarterback. So just me staying with my process and continue to prepare hard and just continue to work hard with each other and try to figure it out. So
your O-line has done a really good job keeping you upright this season. 6 sacks this past Saturday. What do you feel kind of led to that? And this week you guys are going up against a Penn State team that leads the Big Ten, I think, with 32 sacks on the year. That's going to be a challenge too.
Yes, sir. It says 6 sacks on the stat sheet, but some of them were naked, some of them were I ran, try to get to the line of scrimmage, and lost yards or didn't gain any yards and stuff like that. But I think my O-line's doing a really good job. When they see sacks like that, they always get looked at and stuff. But it's just me, being on the same page with the receivers and being on time with everything and getting the ball out of my hands quick. So.
Taulia, Roman was telling us about player meetings with Coach Loxley. Just what's been the message, the emphasis from guys like you and leaders to get the season going back in the direction you wanted to?
It's just continue to work hard. We got to stick together. That's the good thing about our team and our brotherhood. We're always going to stick together, never going to quit. And I think it's just a matter of going back to the basics with us, focusing on the little details and in the play, whether it's our technique or reading coverages and stuff like that. So it's just getting back to the drawing board and, everyone just putting their head down and continuing to work.
Hey, Taulia. Roman talked about how you've gotten better at responding to the adversity and kind of keeping a level-headed, emotional temperament through tough times. What is the moment this year that kind of shows that growth for you?
I think we had a lot of moments this season where we battled through adversity, especially early in the season, and we're still the same team that can do that can go down and come back and stuff like that. So, and it's just a matter of us, Terps beating the Terps again and focusing on details and adversity. It's always been a thing over here ever since I came here, and I think us as a team really been striving to overcome, and I think we've been doing a good job. And we got a good matchup this Saturday at home, and looking forward to it. So.
Over these past 3 weeks, have you done anything differently than you maybe have in previous seasons with losing streaks to kind of deal with how you're feeling during them?
You said if I do anything different.
Are you doing anything different about how you were talking about, before the Ohio State game, you talked about how you'd put too much pressure on yourself in the past and you're trying to keep it more level-headed. Is there something that you're doing in a similar vein with this 3-game losing streak that's different than how you might have managed it in previous years?
I think, losing is hard, first of all, and I think the biggest thing is just getting back to the drawing board, and things like that. Those are more so mindset things for me, and I'm always trying to learn and trying to grow, trying to strengthen my mindset and as well as our team. So I think when you lose, you gotta learn from it and continue to work. So.
Hey, Taulia, Coach a few minutes ago was talking about your guys' struggles in the red zone and on the goal line this past week.
Coach who?
Coach Lox.
Oh, Coach Lox.
Yeah. Just for an offense, what are some of the challenges when you get to that part of the field, and how do you guys work to kind of fix that and start converting down there?
Yeah, plain and simple. We got to connect on our throws. We got to punch the ball in. I think we had a lot of opportunities recently, and for whatever reason it was, we just didn't we just didn't score. And this past game, we had 3 trips in the red zone, came up with 6 points, and especially when our defense was giving us the ball back and holding them to field goals and stuff like that. We got to come through, and that's something we're for sure working on, preparing. And when we get into the red zone this week, we're going to try to have a good plan to score. So.
Loxley said that one of the focuses for the team is to win the explosive play battle and the turnover battle. As the quarterback who obviously has the ball in their hands every play, how much responsibility do you feel to limit turnovers and then, on the other end, generate explosive plays for the offense?
I feel full responsibility for that. Like you said, knowing I have the ball in my hands every play, I'm going to try to take care of the football. And like Coach said, try to create explosive plays, whether it's with the running game or the passing game. So I feel full responsibility for that.
Taulia, how do you, when you've gone back to review game films, how do you evaluate your RPO plays, how you made whether you made the right call in those plays, and how do you feel is that an area you think you're getting better at or being consistent at?
You said RPOs?
Yeah, your RPO plays. When you've gone back to look at the film, do you feel like you made the right decisions most of the time, 50% of the time?
Which play?
Just in general, I don't have any one in particular.
RPOs, yeah, that's really one of the things that we like to do on offense. We feel like it complements our running game and our passing game, just getting the ball out quick and reading a certain defender. And I like to say that most of the time, I'm making the right decision, but RPOs, I feel like those are one of my favorite things to do. So yeah, we gotta get better at that for sure. And